Hello and welcome to Fancy Football. And my name is Fields, and this is UEFA Champions League Semi-Final prediction with John. Before we begin this show, kindly subscribe to Fancy Football. Kindly subscribe to Red London Round because we're in partnership to grow a very large community of football here in the UK. Possibly, hopefully, one of the largest going forward. How are you, Paul?
I'm fine, I'm on face. Good afternoon. How you doing?
Yes, good afternoon. I'm fine. I'm good. So, where are we now? Because we are in the final stretch to the finals of the UEFA Champions League that will be held in the Bayern Arena come this month. So, but we still have outstandings of the second leg with Arsenal trying to overturn the 1-0 deficit against Paris Saint-Germain at the Parc des Princes this week, and also Barcelona trying to qualify for the finals for the first time in how many years? I think for the first time in six to 7 years now. So now you have these two teams traveling out. They've played their home games. Arsenal fell to a 1-0 Usman Dembele goal at the Emirates Stadium, and for Barcelona, they ended up playing 3-3 with Inter. None of these teams are pushover when it comes to the UEFA Champions League. So, but let's start with the match between Arsenal and Paris Saint-Germain at the Parc des Princes. What are your expectations?
Well, like you said, it's going to be a very difficult match for Arsenal based on the fact that they fell to 1-0 defeat to PSG at home. I believe for me this will be the biggest test for Arsenal this season because they have not seen them in this kind of situation where they have to turn the table around. And again, this is the only cup they are fighting for. So for me, it's going to be a big, big, big test for Mikel Arteta and his boys. And if you see the match they played in the league, they lost to Bournemouth. If you watch Arteta's post-match conference, he
Yeah.
was furious. So he was very angry. So he said the boys should channel the disappointment to PSG's match. So for me, it's going to be an interesting match. I just hope they will not play the way they played at home because if that is what they are bringing to France, it's going to be difficult for them to overturn this tie.
Okay. Before we go into the prediction, we've talked about Arsenal challenges throughout this week of talking about football, the way the recruitment didn't really go well for Arsenal, who was missing the first leg, Thomas Partey, that he was in the NG room. So now we are going to the second leg. Remove Trossard, put Thomas Partey. What else again? Then galvanize them wholeheartedly. When I mean galvanize them, tell them you can do it. Do you think Arsenal, under the tutelage of Arteta, can turn back the hand of time at the Parc des Princes? Because many teams have gone to the Parc des Princes, the Parc des Princes, and fall short. I don't think they've lost in the UEFA Champions League this season. And with the way
They,
they are
they
playing,
have.
with the way
They
they are
have.
playing,
Liverpool beat them there.
okay, yeah, Liverpool, okay, Liverpool beat them there. But we all know that beating against Liverpool was under the stroke of luck. So
Yeah, but it's a win.
Arsenal need that same luck that Liverpool got to score two goals, two unreplied goals, or send the match to penalties and to see if they can win there.
Like you said in our post-match analysis, you at Emirates they played with the beat Arsenal at Emirates. So you said something that all hope is not lost.
Yeah, I did
It's
say
a
so.
two-legged match. Anything can happen.
Quite
So
sure.
football is not a one plus one is equals to two.
Absolutely.
So anything can happen. It's a mistake. Look at the match Liverpool played them at Parc the Prince.
Yeah.
With all their pressure and all the pressing,
All the chances,
Liverpool
all
still beat
the
them.
all the
So so football sometimes is like that, but I'm not hoping on that. Me, I want Arsenal to play well so that if these chances are there,
yeah.
or it takes them to play well for them to create a chance, these chances. So if they don't play well, there's no way they're going to have these chances. So thank God we have Thomas Partey back. And another thing that I'm worried about now is Julian Timber because he's doubtful for the match in this eye. So the possibility for him not to play is also there as well. So for me, I just hope they go there with a good spirit, winning mentality. So hopefully, like I said, no two legs are the same thing. So I believe it's football and something can still come out of it if they
Absolutely,
actually
I agree
played
with
well.
you. Absolutely, absolutely. Something can still come out of it. So let's go into the prediction now of this match. So what's each your prediction with regards to this match?
That's one place who we're having problem because I told you the last time on our post-match analysis that I need to see the first 5 minutes of the game before I can predict. But all the same, it's a prediction, so it's not something that is guaranteed.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So I will not predict the way I am now. I will not predict that if Arsenal go with the same mentality they used or they
Yeah,
played in Emirates,
yeah,
they will definitely be beaten
yeah.
again. But if that mentality change, I see Arsenal winning 1-0 or 2-1, then they'll go to extra time.
Okay. Arsenal to win by, let's say, by one goal, the by 1-0 and take the match extra time. Okay, I'll go for a Paris Saint-Germain straight win. This one, there are no two ways about it. I'll go for a Paris Saint-Germain straight 2-0 win at the Parc des Princes. Let's move to the San Siro quickly because we have to travel to the San Siro. That match is on the deadlock 3-3, and thank God there is no away rule. So that, I mean, before when there was away rule, you would say, how will I? You are going to somebody's. Well, now there's no away go rule, and it's just like you are starting the match afresh again. We saw Barcelona
Yeah.
rested players over the weekend, and they almost lost that match. We also saw a win for Inter as well over the weekend because they have to play catch up to Napoli in the chase for the Scudetto in the Italian Serie A. Um, I am I am of the opinion that Barcelona are ripe now. Now they've rested some of their players. They are ripe for this game. I'm also of the opinion that playing at the San Siro, the last time Barcelona came to the San Siro, what they got at the San Siro wasn't really easy. Wasn't they didn't really enjoyed it. Not to talk about even when they played against them under when Jose Mourinho was the manager of Inter at that time. Was it in 2012 when they won it? When Inter won it? Now Barcelona are
Yeah.
going to the San Siro. Uh, what do you think they should expect at the San Siro?
For me, I don't think the only difference I'll say will happen is compared to the first leg is the ball possession is slightly going to change because if you check when they played at the new camp, the what was it called? The ball possession. Barca have about, let's say, 70% of the ball possession.
Yeah,
So for me, I don't think they'll have the ball possession. Barca is going to have more of the possession because
exactly.
of their style of play. But it's not going to be that porous like that of the first leg. But for me, I don't see it's going to be a difficult match for Barcelona because Inter they are playing at home. If you check the first leg, they scored Barca first before Barca equalized. So it tells you how dangerous they are.
Yeah,
So for them to Barca, I will give Barca their flowers also because I think for them to score Inter 3 goals that on that same match, I have to give them their flowers because I don't think any team have scored them that 3 goals
no, no,
this
no,
season.
no, no.
So it's a good match. It's going to be an interesting match. But for me, if I'm to predict that match, I can still go for a draw.
You
I
can go
can
for a
still go
draw.
for a draw. Yeah.
So a 1-1 draw.
It's 2-2.
A 2-2 draw is okay. A 2-2 draw. Then who will qualify?
Ah, For me, I see as it is now, Barca will qualify.
Okay. Barca will qualify on penalties. A 2-2 draw. Barca will qualify on penalties. Okay, for this one. I'll go for a slight different turn. I'll go for an Inter win, just because are playing at home. They will have their number 11, their number 12 player on the pitch, because playing at this, I've seen a
Which is
lot of teams,
surprise.
even the great Barcelona teams come to San Siro and fall flat, especially with the very good Inter side. San Siro will be very very pack full, an old stadium for that matter, and there will be a reverberation of the stadium by the fans. So I will say a 2-1 Inter win. Inter to qualify for the finals. Okay, guys, this is much more we can bring for you in this um, package of
Second
UEFA
leg.
Champions League semi-final prediction. Once as we are done with this show, the next time we'll be on air for the UEFA Champions League is the final prediction for the show. So with me and Paul, we say thank you very much, and also don't forget to subscribe to our channel, Fancy Football and Red London Row, to help us grow this community, this exciting community of football in the UK. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.